your horror movie podcast.
Welcome back, Hack Stab Slash. It's your boy Hacky, and this dude right here, dressed to impress.
Oh, let's go. Just Justin, and I am ready to talk about some paranormal activity. Are you ready, Sean?
Of course you are. I'm not, because this is found footage, and I hate found footage. And I know you can't wait to dive into this because you just inhaled a carbohydrates pack or whatever the hell it is.
Oh, and down, I got a turbo shot in here. Got the carbs going. Gonna crush a workout after this. But first, we gotta get a little creeped out. Talk about some scary movie shit right here. And let me ask this: have you seen this movie before?
I have. I've seen this movie quite a few times. And
Okay.
one of the things that sticks out to me about this movie is the marketing, because just like Blair Witch, it was marketed as real. I remember when I was in high school when this came out, I remember hearing people leaving the theaters because they couldn't stand how scary it was. I actually had someone tell me that they threw up from fear while watching this movie. So I'm just really excited to get into a rewatch and see what you think about this movie.
I'm so excited too. I watched this and I didn't sleep forever. And then I watched part 2, and then I couldn't sleep even more. Then I watched part 3, and I was never scared in my whole entire. I get so scared by this movie. I'm just gonna say it, guys. This movie actually scared me. I'm like not one of those tough horror fans. I'm like, oh no, I don't get scared. Guess what? I like when I do get scared. And guess what? Sometimes I still get scared. And paranormal shit scares the shit out of me. People
That's
like
why
it just,
we watch horror movies.
it
to get
terrifies
scared.
me. Like the paranormal shit, man. Shit like this is fucking so scary to me. Sorry, getting all amped up. But anyway,
All right, dude,
paranormal
so
activity.
I've these opening scenes, Justin, I'm already fully checked out. 100% checked out because, like I said, found footage really isn't in my wheelhouse. What I am hyper focused on is what movie they're watching in the background. Do you know what movie it is?
No, I don't know if I even realize
I
that.
am almost positive that this is the OG Amityville Horror that's playing on the big screen in the background while they're like walking around in the house, and he's showing off the
Walking
camera
around.
and all this other shit.
Yeah, that's not a good
We-
start. You should not be watching that.
No, and what's not a good start is really this movie, because not too much actually happens in the first like night or two. I mean, she gets spooked by what, an ice machine, and then she wakes up to her keys on the floor. Like really nothing major, and we're already 10 minutes into this, and they're bringing in a psychic. Like, come on, really?
100%. Because first of all, I don't know if you remember, she's just moving in with Mika, and she's told him that she's had an evil presence around her since she was a kid. So this is not just random nothing happening. She already knows that there is something, not just even a regular ghost, something
this is all in her head,
terrifying.
Justin. I mean, she needs
No.
to just grow up.
So, are you trying to act like Mika here? Because
100%.
this guy, like, she tells him all this stuff, and like, it's already scary. Like, they're recording everything for this, and like I said, they already need the damn psychic, and the psychic comes in, and right away, like, he senses something. It's not good, and he even tells her, like, I am very uncomfortable with this, because he's like, this is not my specialty. I deal in ghosts and everything with this, but what you have is a demon, and basically gives her a number of someone else. And she's like,
This
look,
guy's a
you gotta call
joke. I
this
mean, you're
person
not
tomorrow.
actually gonna call it, right? I mean, you can't
Dude.
call it. I can't stand the fact that like she would actually bring in a psychic to tell her to call another guy. I mean, they've just taken her for all her money, and they're just giving her some bogus stuff. I mean, the logical thing to do, Justin, would just be to what, like go out and buy a Ouija board. Maybe we can talk
Right.
to this thing on our own.
Especially after this guy says, don't try and contact the demon. Like, for the love of God. And I love the whole skit thing you're doing right now, because let me just read what I have next. So, like, the next day, they literally capture the door opening and closing. And I wrote, my next note is, Mika sucks. Like, holy shit, this guy is like taunting it. Like,
Really?
what? Like,
So your next set of scenes is how much Mika sucks, because my next set of scenes is how much you are Mika, because who the fuck in their right mind sets an alarm clock for 6:14 in the morning, Justin? What kind of psychopath couldn't just do 6:15 in the morning like a normal person would?
I get So, oh my God. So I wake up at 3:26 for work, and every time I tell that to people, they just like burst out laughing and like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like you literally write 3:20, like my alarm goes off at 3:26. Like, and people are like, why not just sleep till 3:30? I don't know. I need that extra
Bro,
4 minutes. Like,
if
get
you
off
could
my
set
back.
it, if you could set it with like seconds, I guarantee you would. You'd be like, yeah, I get up at 3:26:54 every morning.
100%.
I love how Mika's immediate reaction to her telling him all this stuff about like the hauntings and how it's followed her whole life is, hey babe, let's get a Ouija board and do everything this expert said not to do. Because I'm so freaking smart and like my name is Mika, but you call me
Dude,
Micah, and I don't know how to say his name, so I'm just gonna keep going with Micah.
I hate this guy. So I literally am gonna make horror. I'm gonna make content about asking people a horror person they hate because the anniversary we just had, and I posted content about it, and the comments I got, I think on Instagram was like Mika sucks, Mika sucks. It was like someone that you know, I forget her
Dude,
name, but
he might
she
be the worst person
no,
in horror
I
cinematic history. I fucking hate this dude.
I hate him so much because once again,
Yeah.
like you said, he's excited now because like the chandelier was swinging and stuff, and they heard a crash, and she's begging him. She's like, Mika, can we stop recording? And he is so excited, like to the point where we're at night 15 right now, and
Dude,
Katie like
yeah, I can't.
sleepwalks, like stands
I
and walks,
can't.
and he finds her outside, like, dude, she is out
Dude,
in the cold.
she's out in the cold. She is clearly not herself. She's almost fully catatonic. You hear the TV turn on
Yeah,
upstairs. You go upstairs.
the
I feel
TV's
like this
on.
whole thing right now is this demon just practicing possession, like baby steps until the big reveal. And at least this night was like finally the time where Mika was like, all right, I'm starting to believe maybe bringing in an exorcist,
Yeah,
or
like.
maybe I could just borrow a Ouija board because I'm a real piece of shit and I fucking loopholed your ass. I told you I wouldn't buy a Ouija board and bring it into the house, so I borrowed a Ouija board and brought it into the house. Like, this dude is just an absolute dick, and I am fully convinced that he has no intentions to help her with anything going on. He's just got this camera rolling 24/7 because he's trying to make a tape. And yes, I am referring to that kind of tape
And
because he
like
tried
yeah, so
several times leading up to this, and she just ain't
100%.
having it.
And let's just talk about the Ouija board now. Like I said, first of all, I mean, never mind, she doesn't even remember these nights. Like she's
No,
clearly getting possessed. But they get a Ouija board and like he leaves it there as they go out for the night or whatever. And we see this thing catches freaking fire. Like just like the thing moves and then it catches fire. But when they come home, like you see, it's the board. It has like
it's
burnt
got like
in
yeah, it's got like scribbles and
messages.
scratches, and it looks like a message. And she's freaking the fuck out. And Mika, whatever the hell his name is, dickhead, wants to investigate this further. And I am so happy for Katie for basically telling this man to fuck off and sleep on the couch. But eventually she does forgive him. Like, she gives him a kiss, they get into bed together. And I'm like, this guy cannot be more self-centered because it's 1:40 a.m. in the fucking morning, and this dude has the nerve to roll over after her explosion about this Ouija board. And he goes, hey babe, you want to know what happened to the Ouija board while we were gone? I got it on camera. Like, no,
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 like
she doesn't. She wants you to leave her
no.
alone.
Yeah, and maybe stop recording and save your freaking girlfriend. Like, holy shit. And then, I mean, this really gets creepy. Like they put like baby powder all over like the hallway floor. And you see
I hate
them.
Micah even more now because while he's doing this, his response to her, because she's still freaking out. She wants to
Oh
leave.
yeah.
She wants to get out of there. And he's putting
Hmm.
down this baby powder because he thinks he can combat the spirit. And his reaction to her logical reaction is, babe, relax, take a pill and chill out.
Take a pill and chill out. That's
What?
all the stuff. And like I said, once again that night it goes terrible because they hear stuff again and jump up and they see the foot. They capture so many footprints. Like this gave me absolute chills.
After watching the creature from the Black Lagoon, these footprints. Sorry, I kept saying feet.
I was
Footprints
gonna say footprints.
looked like they belonged to the creature. They look
I
like
was
they
just
belong
gonna
to the Gill Man.
I was just gonna say, do you think this is like a mini Gilman or something in their
Yeah,
house?
you think he's running around going, ha ha ha, your pool
Oh
sucks.
my God. And then this thing, like they follow like, these footprints, and we see the attic. There's like a crawl space of the attic is open. Oh hell no! All the red flags, all the red flags. Don't go up there. But Mika does go up there. It's so freaking scary. And what does he find up there? A photo, a like burnt up photo of young Katie in her old house. Dude, all the like every red flag ever
Every
because
red
she's like
flag imaginable. She's like,
every
how did that picture get up there? How did it
how
survive?
yeah
How
how's
did
it
you
even
have it in your house? She's like, that picture should have burnt up with everything in the house fire from when I was a kid. And then when she's like, where did you find it? Bro, Micah, be a good boyfriend and just be like, it was just up there. Don't be like, it was directly over your side of the bed. You trying to freak her out, man? This has got to be the worst boyfriend ever. And then they have this fight. And I mean, this just shows Katie is fully freaked out and how she wants a priest to come in or like maybe an exorcist or something like that. And Micah's false sense of bravado is just going to make this end poorly for both of them because he's like, oh no, I can fix it. I'm a better guy. I know what I'm doing. I got this spirit on the ropes, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, no, you don't. Like, you really think if
Mm-mm.
this thing didn't want us to see its footprints and follow it to the attic for that picture, it would have left a trail? Absolutely not. It wanted you to find it. Like, it is setting you up hardcore right now. So just shut the fuck up. Stop pissing it
100%.
off.
For the love of God, and especially like you see like the next night again, you see door slams, banging on it. The next day, there's a picture smash now, but it's right on like Mika's side is broke. Like
He's more
every
butthurt that it scratched just his face and not
yeah,
hers.
he literally. I was to say, I would be panicked and freaked out and be like, "Holy shit!" I'd be in the car in like 1 second. Like you said, he's so vain. He's like, "Oh, what the? Why is that even mine?" And like,
My only note is just one sentence, Justin. If
yeah.
they survive this, Katie needs to dump his ass.
Oh, 100%. And right away, once again, she freaks out. She's like, it's here. I feel it. Begs to leave again. But no. So that they end up they call back like the psychic and everything, and the psychic comes in. And right away he's like, I gotta leave. He feels it right away. And he's like, this
Opened
thing
the
is
door and was
pissed.
like, nope, fuck this shit.
Yep.
I'm
He
out.
I'm pretty sure he
Goodbye.
literally even says, me being here is gonna do more harm than good. And at one point he actually does say like kind of confirming he's like attached to her. He's like leaving won't even help. Like so at this point it is important that he says that. So you're like, oh shit, like why won't they leave? Like clearly this thing is like attached to her. So he even says like leaving will not help. And once again, that night just still not going good because we got lights going awake. We see Katie is like awake because she like felt something. Like she like freaks out and you see like they watch the film. There is lots of creepy shit going on. And now, man, we are on night number 20. And wow, does this all start to get intense because dude, she is there sleeping and she just gets dragged out of freaking bed.
This
Like,
scene scared the shit out of me.
dude, the first time I watched this, I almost had a heart attack because, like, it's been little things like playing with you. Like, and then all of a sudden, I mean, she is dragged out into the hallway. And at this point, you even see, like, he jumps up and, like, holy shit, like, this is crazy. And
Bro,
we see,
how are they
like,
not driving a million miles away right now? This
dude,
dude doesn't even bother to put down the cameras, even with the bite marks on her back.
I was just
But
gonna say, bite
I'm
marks
like,
now.
at least right now, Micah is finally willing to leave the house with her. And bro, it's a little too late because she's almost catatonic when he finds
Yeah.
her, and she's squeezing across so fucking hard, dude. She's bleeding from the palm of her hand. So his response is to what? Not get her in the car and like go seek any kind of psychiatric treatment or go to the hospital or anything like that. No, it's to light the photo and the cross on fire. And
Bro.
naturally, of course, that all this shit is popping off. Katie doesn't want to leave. She's
Maybe,
fine now. And
maybe that's a red
maybe
flag.
it
All
fixed everything.
like,
You know what I
hello,
mean?
she wants to leave the whole entire movie, and now all of a sudden she doesn't want to leave. Like, maybe that's another red flag. Like, holy shit, like
Bro,
my
I would have
girlfriend's a
left. I
fucking
would have left.
demon.
What are we on? Night 20, right? I would have
Yeah,
left
and then we're
19
heading into
nights
night
ago.
21.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
would have
Like the
left
final night.
19 nights ago. See you later.
And then, like I said, the final night now, after all that, like we are on night number 21.
Bro, how do you
And
survive 21 nights of mayhem and you're still sleeping in this bed right now?
dude, I don't like. Yeah, and we see Katie get out of bed again, and like she just like leaves again, and we see like a blood curdling scream. I
Oh
mean,
my
this
god,
gave me
this
absolute
scream,
chills.
I got goosebumps. Like,
Yes, this
oh
was terrifying because she walks out and we see and then it's just like silent, and like we see Mika like runs after. Mika's like, "What?" So you see Mika like the door behind me. He runs out there, and it is like all of a sudden just goes dead silent, and you're like, "What the hell
yeah,
happened?"
you hear
And,
like a thud, almost like a car
yes,
crash, and everything just goes quiet.
and then Mika's body gets thrown into the room, smashes into the camera, and then we see her walk in there and kind of like
She's
crawl
just
and like
covered in blood, covered.
covered in blood. And dude, she's looking up at that camera and she kind of gives like an evil smile, like jump into the camera. Holy shit, the end. Paranormal activity. Let's talk about
And
it.
we don't even get ending credits. The only thing we get is it wasn't until October
Yeah.
11th. Now, this
Yep.
whole scene that you were talking about took place on October 8th.
Yep.
This closing credit says October 11th, the police finally found Mika's body, and
Yep.
Katie is still missing to this day.
Is gone. Yep.
Holy
Crazy.
shit. This one is one of the few found footage movies that has actually roped me in and scared the shit out of me. The best way I can tell you to experience this movie is to make it an experience. I'm saying you need to watch this in a pitch black setting, no interruptions, the volume legit turned all the way up so you can feel the thumps in the night. It will leave you gasping for air and terrified if you watch it in the right setting. If you watch this during the day on a Tuesday, it's not going to be as effective. But
For
if
real.
at night, when the world is sleeping, it will fuck you up. I'm giving this a 7.9, and this is a must see to get you into the spookiness this Halloween season. Also, movies like this, Deadstream, Hell House LLC, are starting to change my pure dislike for found footage movies. I'm starting to think maybe this genre in horror is just overly saturated with just absolute piles of shit when it comes to movies because it's so cheap to make and easy to do. But when you have an effective one, it is effective.
Yep, nicely said. So I love this. This movie absolutely scared me so much. And it's funny that you wrote that. So I wrote the first time I watched this, just like the Blair Witch Project, I watched this at night and all by myself, really late at night, like alone on the couch, all the lights off. And I'm telling you, I was so freaking scared. I can actually remember that. And dude, like terrifying, terrifying, terrifying. I love found footage. I give this an 8.5 because this movie legitimately scared me. Like actually scared me. 8.5.
Oh yeah. You know who doesn't give it that good of a rating?
Oh,
Of course, per
IMDb.
usual, IMDb. They got this at a 6.3.
All right. I was gonna guess 5.8. I'm surprised they even liked it that much. So we got a tagline of what happens when you sleep.
Did you know this movie contains no opening or closing credits?
So cool, so cool. So this was insane. This budget was 15K. They did modify, like Paramount bought it and they kind of modified the ending and added an extra 200K. But even with that being said, if you add all that together and put it in, say it's like 215K, this made 194 like $0.2 million. Like one of the like just the
Insane.
most profitable horror movies ever in the history. This is up there. Amazing. Ever.
What movie beat it? You know,
I was Blair Witch, maybe? Did the Blair Witch
Blair
meet?
Witch Project is one of the most profitable. I think it said Blair Witch cost like 22,000 to make, and it made like 240 million.
It was something I just covered it
The
on the
that
solo
that just
pod.
goes to show you too, like the marketing.
Yeah.
Marketing can make or break a movie because how many movies have we seen that we've never heard of because marketing has been dog shit for them?
Oh yeah. Yep.
All
So
right,
many.
during the first test screenings, people actually started leaving the theater. Originally, the crew thought this was because the film wasn't going over very well with its audience, only to discover that people left the auditorium because they couldn't handle the intensity of the movie.
Let's go. This was filmed in just 10 days.
Producer Jason Blum worked at Miramax in the 90s as a movie distributor and passed on the opportunity to acquire the Blair Witch Project, a decision he quickly regretted. When the movie
Hmm.
became one of the most profitable low budget movies of all time, the market quickly became saturated with knockoffs that were made for far more money, but without the financial success. When the time was right, though, Blum produced his own low budget found footage film with Paranormal Activity, a decision that paid off, and we were able to found Blumhouse Productions with the profits. And Blumhouse recently isn't one of my favorites, but around this time frame, they put out some fucking bangers.
Oh, same. They, as I say, their streak's kind of ending right now, but 100%. Um, this is amazing too because the director, I'm not gonna know how to say his name. Is it Oren Pelly? I'm so
Yeah,
sorry if I say
that's
that
how
wrong,
I would say it.
but I'm just saying this. Props to him because never mind, like he shot this in 10 days, but he filmed this in his own home with a digital camera. He directed it, he wrote it, he edited it. And to keep talking about this, he spent a year decorating his house for this. So like holy crap, this dude committed to just dude, amazing. Like that kind of commitment to make something and then never mind it ended up being that profitable and like affected that many people. Dude, go for your goals.
Oh
Like
yeah.
amazing.
Oh
Amazing.
yeah. All right. Did you know Steven Spielberg actually had to stop watching this film halfway through on a home screener as he was genuinely spooked by the experience? He completed it later on when it was daylight out.
I saw that. That's crazy. And they even said that Steven Spielberg, he actually convinced the director to actually change the OG ending, whatever that ending was. They said he actually liked it. He had them he actually watched it before. He convinced them to change the ending. So
Um, did you know Oren Pelly actually bought the Ouija board in this movie from a local Costco?
dude, he did like the guy literally what he did with this movie is amazing. And it's crazy too, because like I said, this is such a low budget movie that Mika and Katie, they each just made $500. I mean, it was just a 10-day thing. Like they made $500. But obviously, after the success, like it blew up, they renegotiated and I'm sure they were paid. But crazy.
Yeah, I would have been pissed if I got paid $500 to make a movie that
It's like
grossed
one of the most,
190 million dollars.
yeah, crazy. But yeah,
So, did you know the actors weren't even given scripts, but they were given guidelines as to how to behave and what to discuss in their scenes?
very much like the Blair Witch Project did. So I got about the sequels. Have you seen any of the sequels?
I have seen the second one.
All right, because I just wanted to say, like, I don't know if there's four or five of them now, I forget, but I've seen the first three. No, I think I might have seen the first four, but I wanted to say shout out to Paranormal Activity 2. Still loved it and still scared the crap out of me. And the scene in part three, when they're doing like the blood, like in the bathroom, when the little girl's in the bathroom and the thing's running around of the house, that is one of the scariest scenes I've ever seen in a horror movie. So Paranormal Activity 3, I'm shouting that out too, because that one terrified me, absolutely terrified me. Of course, the storyline starts getting crazy as far as you go, but shout out to those two sequels, loved them. That's all I got.
All right, so I've got actually all three endings written down. There's actually
Okay.
four.
Okay.
So there were three endings to this movie, and all three of them, the camera stays in one place. The first, the original ending, has Katie waking up, standing by the bed, and then going downstairs. She then calls Micah in panic. Micah goes downstairs screaming and is worrying, and we hear him like freaking out, and then it's quiet. Someone is going up the stairs. It's revealed to be Katie with a bloody shirt and a knife in her hand. She sits by the bed, rocking back and forth for a few hours that go
Oh,
by very quickly, like the time lapse.
yeah.
Her friend comes to visit the house. We hear downstairs her friend freaking out about Micah, and she leaves. Then the police arrive, two cops. They see the body, they go upstairs, they find Katie. At this point, Katie snaps out of it and she begins to panic. Where's Micah? The police tell her to drop the knife. She doesn't, so they shoot her to death.
Then they shoot her. Yeah, okay.
The second ending, the theatrical ending, is the one that we see in this movie where like she crawls over the body and all that stuff. Um, the third, the alternate ending, is very similar to the original one up until Katie kills Micah downstairs. After that, she comes back up, all bloody, closes the door behind her, approaches the camera, and slices her own throat with the knife she used to kill Micah.
Yikes.
And then we had a third ending that was actually planned where the possessed Katie corners Micah and bludgeons him to death with his precious camera. While
Oh shit.
viewers would watch from the camera's point of view, in fact, this version of the ending was so complicated, though, and brutal that Pelly never actually shot it. I would have liked to have seen that one.
That one would have been cool. That one would have been cool too. Yeah, I would have liked that one. That's cool.
And then my very last fun fact is the knife Micah is wielding while talking to Katie during the dinner making scene at the end of the movie is actually the same
Yep.
knife used to kill him in the alternate ending. That's everything I got.
All right. Very nice.
All right, Hack, Stab, Slash.
Let's go.
I'm your boy Hacky, this dude right here taking a stretch.
Just Justin.
God damn, that took you forever, man.
What happened?
We out.
Oh, peace. Shit.
Jesus Christ. Are you glitching? What's going on over there?
I didn't hear. Oh my God.
All right, later.
Oh shit. I am glitching. Bye. Whoops.